Welcome to Dakota's Spooky Decor. This project turned out so cool, and I'm just using these foam blocks from the Dollar Tree and some paint, for the most part. So I started by giving all my dice a coat of black chalk paint, just so I could get all of those black dots covered up, because I didn't want them showing through. Now, I did see on some YouTube videos that when people work with foam, they tend to give it a coat of Mod Podge or something similar first, because I think that helps seal it. I did not do that with this project. It still came out really great for me, but if I were to do it again, I think I would seal it with Mod Podge first and then go in and paint it with the black, because I do like the black underneath. It did help me get the wood effect a little bit, which I'll be showing you the other steps I took to achieve that. Now that my blocks are painted black and dry, I first went in with a combination of umber and brown, and it was way too dark. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but they are already coated with that color and you can barely tell. So all I did was add some white to my brown and umber, and I got this really cool grayish brown color. You can see it's a lot lighter. So that's the color that I liked. If you're trying to create a faux wood, I recommend doing wood looking colors, something brown. Mine turned out kind of gray brown, but I really like it. And all I'm doing is using that foam brush to just paint back and forth. That's it. It's so easy because you want those brush strokes, those lines. That's what's going to help give you that wood grain look. There are so many other techniques and things you can do to add to this type of faux wood look. There's ways to mimic knots in the wood and things like that. I am just doing a really easy streak back and forth with this paint. And the way I did all my blocks, I painted 3 sides, I let it dry, and then I went back and I painted the other 3 sides. That way, like, my fingerprints weren't getting over everything and I wasn't setting the wet paint down on the table and things like that. Now, once that coat of the light brownish gray color is done, and I only did 1 coat of it too, I'm just going to go over it with this Waverly Antique Wax color. And you'll see how there was some color from the foam block showing through the paint where the paint chipped off. That's why it might be a better idea to seal it with the Mod Podge first. I wasn't too worried about it because I already tested it with this wax paint and that covered it up perfectly, so I wasn't worried at all. And look at that, you can see the warmth coming through from that antique paint. And again, just streaking. I'm doing a streak. With the umber, brown, and white mixture, I did just go back and forth. With this one, I tried to go in one direction and be a little bit lighter with it because I didn't want the block completely coated in this. This is just to try and give it some warm streaks coming through to give it that texture and that like multicolored look that wood can have. I'm impressed with myself. I know it's not like the greatest thing in the world, but I'm really happy with this. I think it turned out so awesome. And look at the difference. That colorful foam block to that faux wood block. I had so much fun with this. And the possibilities of what you could write or draw on them and the things you can do are endless. I do have a glove on. I would have a plastic glove on, but I didn't have any, so I'm using a winter glove just so the moisture on my hands doesn't affect the paint as I'm holding the block. And all I'm doing here is using a ruler and a red paint pen to put a square border on every side of my block. And once our borders are done, I can start with my letters. I did kind of make a cheat sheet for myself so I knew what 6 letters were going to go on each block. That way I wouldn't get confused and I knew what words I would be able to spell out. And then I just have this stencil from the Dollar Tree. You can cut that up so, you have a bunch of little letters. It's a small sheet, so I just decided to keep it whole. It was really easy to do. Again, using the same red paint pen, I just put the letters that I wanted on there. So there's certain words that I can spell out so I can have fun with it in my decor. And this is endlessly customizable. I think this is such a cool thing because I try to make mine a little creepy, you know, obviously to go to spooky decor, Halloween time, but you don't have to do these like creepy and weird. You could do these for so many things, like birthdays, baby showers. I really love the way this came out. I'm super excited about it. Let me know down below if you liked this project and if it's something you might do in the future and what you would use it for. I thought this just so cool. I love it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It means the world to me. And until next time, stay spooky.